Check it out, you got bike paths and outside of Helsinki. It's like 6:11 in the morning, July 30th. Trying to get north before sun go down. And I got my own bike path, so that's pretty cool. I'm like 60 miles into my first day in Finland, and I noticed my rack started getting dangerously close to the tire. And then I noticed there's this big crack right here. So I'm at a mechanic place, and hopefully they can solder all this, just thick, big block of solder around here. I already bent it back up high, so hopefully they can solder it nice and tight. And then there won't be a weak link again for the rest of my trip, hopefully. I asked these guys to solder it, but they don't have soldering, so they have another idea, which I'm gonna let them do this. And then after they do this, I'm gonna go to a solderer and have them solder it. So I'm gonna do all options, and hopefully it'll be strong after that. Just riding down the road, August 6th at about, heck, what time is it? 3:02 in the afternoon. I've been riding for 2 hours, 20 minutes. Gonna try and break my record today. Gonna try and do 400 miles. I did 370 on my last drive, and then I took 2 days off, so maybe I'm fresh enough. This isn't the greatest shot, but we got some aspen looking trees over here. I'll turn it on again when we get some cool fields. We're not in really the lakes anymore, but we'll go to some later. Check it out, this is a scene you see all the time in Finland, man, every like half hour. And you see like packs of them too. It's these elk, man, hanging out. I'm gonna get a video of an elk with huge horns, because some of these have the biggest horns. They're as big as them. The elk aren't big here, but their horns sure are. The elk, and a lot of them are tagged. And a lot of them like sit in the street and just stare at you until the last minute. So I'll try and film that too. So here's Sodankyla, Finland. I injured it a few feet back yonder the way. And it's just a small town. So I'll be out of it shortly. I'm not going to stop here because I've only come like 63 miles. What's that computer? Oh, whatever. 63 miles so far, so I still have food and water. So this is what a average-sized, or maybe even a big-sized town in northern Lapland looks like. We're at 940 feet up, 10:30 at night on August 6th. Oh, my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Daddy. So, there's the top of the pass, 15 feet below. There's a 950 foot pass, highest I've been so far in Scandinavia. So, here's a panorama, and this is what it looks like at this time on this date. Not many trees on the top, and a whole bunch of forest. You can see the forest down there. Right, that's the kind of way that the forest is. I think the camera makes it seem a little bit lighter than it actually is, but. And I'm 146 miles in. We'll see how far I can go. I'm at about 25 kilometers outside of Ivalo, which is yonder. And I started here at the thumb. And that's the very tip, and I'm hoping to get to Vardø today, Norway, so we'll see. I started at Semi-Jarvi. Alright, let's go. I'm in Ivalo at 11:37 at night, about 10:55 hours into my ride, about 162 miles in. It's really pretty, huh? I don't know if it's going to get darker than this. If it doesn't, it's going to be awesome. Because I want to ride all night. Luckily they have energy drinks here. This is the town of Ivalo. And luckily there's a place that's open for food. So I'm having lunch, if you will. It's a white buck. The very first white buck. Come on, white buck. Come into view, man. Buck! Buck, buck, buck! It's my very first white buck that I saw. Buck, buck! And that's how big the horns are, man. So I'm happy. I have like 154 kilometers to the next town, which is on the border with Norway. Okay, so it's 1 o'clock 02 in the morning. I've been riding for 12 hours, 20 minutes, including an hour-long lunch, midnight lunch, that I just had. And so I reckon this is about as dark as it's gonna get. I've been going down, so I guess that last town I was in was it was up on a hill. So there's I don't think I'm gonna ride 400 miles today because I think I'm gonna get to Varda before that happens. I don't know how long this day is gonna be, but I think I'm gonna get through the night. I have 4 of these energy drinks that I do. And just had 2 cups of coffee and a hamburger or a hot dog burger and 2 helpings of large fries, so I'm in a lot better shape than that other time I went riding, and I feel great right now. A little bit groggy, but that's because I hadn't had any of my energy drink yet, so I'm sitting pretty. Yeah, so maybe I'll break my my miles in 24 hours record, which I set the other day at 287. So we'll see. That's what it looks like August 6th. Actually, we're talking August 7th. It's a star. At past 1 o'clock in the morning, man, and you can see perfectly. And this is as dark it's gonna be. This is pretty cool. Here's downtown Inari, 2:18 in the morning, August 7th. 2010. Got boats, air taxi sightseeing, flights, fudge. So this is downtown. We're probably like 100K from, you can see the water moving south of the border with Norway. Moon is a sliver, as you can see. It's starting to get light out. Everything's closed though, but this is downtown Inari, one of the big cities of the northern Finland. This is what you see all the time. This guy actually got off really quick. But usually they stare at you until you're like 100 feet up on them. Let's film them when I go by because they look at you. It's pretty interesting. And maybe this guy's gonna have, oh, he's running early. Oh well. Okay, 5:20 in the morning, August 7th. We recently left the forest. Now we're more in the treeless zones. Lots of these little lakes with ducks. Got more lake over yonder the way. Another one right there with the sun at that height. About 70 kilometers south of Norway, but this is kind of what Norway is going to be like, I think. Treeless area, so kind of getting into that. There's not many hills though, so I like that. Downtown Joka, Finland border town. It's 10:07 at night. I'm getting started my day because I slept all day. I'm doing reverse riding since it's light at night. The supermarket closes at 9. I didn't manage to get food there, but I got some at the grill. I have some bread with me to keep me good. So I got to ride 125 miles today. I think I'm okay. I'm good. That bridge is the border, so let's go have a ganders. I'm gonna cross into Norway now. Joka. I'm on the bridge. This river is the border between Norwegia and Finlandia. Right? There's the sun, ain't gone down actually completely yet. Oh, you know, it's 10:10 at night. I guess since we're at halfway through the river, we got the thing where it's like here. Now half of my bicycle's in Norway and half of it's in Suomi. I guess Suomi is what the Finlandish call Finland. So look, some Viking boats, dude, and they look classically Viking, don't they? Classic. All right, let's bust a cap yonder. Check it out.